Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it, it comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it, and to the middle of the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5.
For the 3rd time in 6 seasons, it's one goal achieved. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it to Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. All right, go to our YouTube page. And if you're watching us on our YouTube page, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube page, for real, come on, guys. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me, personally online, want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Listen, I got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Man, let's check out the chat. The chat is jumping. Levette Lee checking in. What's up, man? Tuning in. It's just happy hump day, y'all. Oh, we having a problem? Oh, man, I'm a little slow. Son of a biscuit. Wow, this stinks. Steve, I don't even know what the hell. You put up Levette's comment, Steve-O. Yeah, it says happy hump day, y'all. My man Cornelius Squall says, what up? ShawnSierraSports fans. Cornelius is in the house. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Mr. Southside himself. Okay, now it's working for me better. Michelle Walls, what up on a hump day? Mike. Guess what day it is? Oh, my man, Mr. Shorty's in the house. What's up, Papa? Says happy hump day, FGB. Listen, I don't know a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. That I can promise you. Man, we got a great show for you. At 10 o'clock, my man Lester Will Fogg Jr. is going to join us. We're going to talk all things Bears. I'm fired up to talk about that. Talk about what he saw. Talk about what he's thinking as we head out to Baltimore, B-More, the hometown of Angel Reese, Chicago Sky's very own. I am I'll give you my take on it. And I'll tell you what I'm really, really excited about Sunday. I'm thinking about going to my guy at Local Cantinas. Because listen, let me tell you something. If you've tried the quesadilla tacos, if you ever tried birria tacos, okay? There are a couple of places in the city that are really good. A place called Zaragoza Birria on 50th, 51st, and Pulaski. Okay, probably the best birria tacos in the city. For those who don't know, birria is goat meat. My guy at Local Cantina, Andy. Big shout out to Andy at Local Cantina on 95th in Oak Lawn. He might have the best quesadilla tacos I've ever had. Those are strongly in consideration for the best birria. And queso birria, they throw cheese on them, they melt the cheese. It is amazing. I might go there just because. I don't know if I want to drive to Output for my steak and eggs, although I do miss my steak and eggs, that's for sure. I do miss my steak and eggs. So we'll see. I'll let you know a little more. We talk about Mr. Short. Mr. Short says we played 3 sets of back-to-back away games with one home game in between. We only have one back-to-back home game series. That's BS. Let me see what you're talking about. Okay, so the Raiders and Washington there's a week in between. Ravens and Bengals back to back. Okay. Philly, Green Bay back to back, but then we have home back to back. And that's what you're complaining about. You only got one back to back. Where we have, is it 3? Technically 3. That, I guess technically you're right, Shorty. But there was a bye in between Vegas and Washington. So that helps a little bit. My man Armando Emeterio, Lara Jr. What's up, Junior? What's up, Baba? How are you? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And they kicked them in the ding-ding. All my Eddie Murphy fans, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Let's go. Let's get that rid of this. What else? Away game, then a bye, then an away game. No, I hear you. So I guess it's not technically back-to-back. There's a bye in between. But I understand. 2 games away, even though there was a bye in between. Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. But, I mean, did you like it? Do you like it more? Because remember, last year we had no back-to-back home. It was literally road away, home road, hold away, home away, home away, home. We had no back-to-back home games. None. So, schedule's finicky. Well, I don't know what to tell you, kid. Don't know what to tell you. My computer's acting crazy. So I'm clicking on the schedule and it's not coming up. What's crackers, man? Yeah. Mm-mm. Well, all right. I don't know, Shorty. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But unfortunately, that it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so I'm fired up about this weekend. We could be getting the Baltimore Ravens not at full strength. They're a bad team to begin with, and they could be shorthanded even worse, even more. All right, that could they could be having an issue. We're going to talk about that issue today. All right. The NBA season has started, baby. The NBA season has started, and our Bulls kick off their season tonight. We're going to talk about that as well. What do they do in the offseason? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they want everybody to get excited. You won 10 of the last 15 games. I get it. But you still made the play in. The play in cannot be a goal for my Bulls. That cannot be your goal. It cannot. Stop being mediocre. But this team is on pace, I would say, if they go 41-41. Maybe you get a couple wins here or there because the East is so weak this year. So many stars are hurt. I don't think they're getting maybe 45 wins. I don't think they're getting 50. But 45 wins, I think, is good for this team. Get them into the playoffs, 5th or 6th. But the East is going to be down. Man down, conference down, conference down. The East is going to be down. The Bulls have a good shot to get into the playoffs with a mediocre record. You know, your lack of moves said it all. You're happy you made the play in. You got the same talent for the most part. You expect Matas to take a step forward. Understandable. Until you're right, Rick. Rick Gonzalez checking in. What's up, Papa? FGB. So until Jerry's gone, the Bulls and Sox are hopeless. FGB. They are. And as long as the Bulls stay around 500 and get into the play-in, or God forbid, the playoffs, people are still going to go. I wanted to go. I wanted to go last year at the end of the year because they were playing well. If the Bulls come out and they start playing well again, I'm going to want to go again. Because we all have this soft spot. Chicago is a basketball town. I know we got the Bears and the Charter franchise, but it's a basketball town. And Michael did a phenomenal job. MJ did a phenomenal job of making it, solidifying it as a basketball town. Because to be honest, all of us can play basketball. Not everyone can play football. You got hoopers on the north side. You got hoopers on the south side. Hoopers on the west side. We've all played basketball. And it's good to be at the United Center, especially after. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something. For as crap of a product as Jerry puts out there and Arturas Karnisovas put out there, the game day experience is pretty cool. They have a lot of good performers that you don't get to see on TV. They're performing when they're in commercial break. Mr. Shorty, I remember playing a 3-on-3 championship to shoot the bull downtown in the 90s. Dude, that's so funny. Junior. So our quarterback for the Chargers, Paul Ohm. He runs P4 security. If you go to a Sox game and you see the security guards down there and they have their P4 jackets, that's my guy's. He's one of the owners of that company. But he was our quarterback, and I think it was 2 years in a row. Was it 2 years, Junior? I know 1 year for sure, but it might have been 2. He missed a Sunday practice. One of them was a scrimmage, I want to say, because he was playing in the Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic down at the United Center. And our owner was pissed. He was doing everything he could to get Paul not to go down there and to come to the scrimmage. And he's like, "No, I do this every year. I'm not missing it." Like, do you win? Do you win? He's like, "No." I was like, "Then what are you going for?" That's funny, Shorty. The Shoot the Bull, the 3-on-3 Shoot the Bull Round Ball Classic. I believe that's what it's called. Shoot the Bull. That's insane. But as long as they flirt with the playoffs, they're going to have a full house. And that's the thing that bothers me. Rick said it. He just wants to make money. He don't care about the experience. He doesn't care if they go to win an NBA title. He doesn't. If asses are in the seats and if the house is sold out, guess what? Concessions are up, beers are up, drinks are up. You know what I mean? You got a full house. They're gonna spend money. And business, and the bottom line is getting asses in the seats. Because once they're there, they're gonna go. We're gonna complain like a son of a gun if it's so expensive, but still get it. If you're in the second balcony at 300 level, well, even at all the levels, they got the little area where you just put your credit card and you tap your credit card, you put it back in your pocket, you grab whatever it is you want, and you just walk out, and it monitors what you grabbed and charges it to your card. And we bitch about it all the time. God damn, this is so expensive. Damn, this is high. Damn, this is expensive. But we buy it. My man King Booker World checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? He says, salute everyone and Shawn. Rick says, my sister goes to like 2 or 3 Bulls games a year just to see Benny the Bull. Sad, FGB. Well, Benny the Bull in recent years has gotten much more entertaining with the popcorn stuff. He's throwing popcorn at people and dumping the popcorn on. And he dances. He's one of the better dancers. Actually, here's a rant. Benny the Bull. Benny the Bull gets about $400,000 a year. Benny the Bull makes about $400,000 a year. He's one of the top earning mascots I know he's in the top 5. He might be top 3. $400,000 a year to act a fool, to dance, to throw popcorn on fans. Obviously, do the charity thing, be at events. $400,000 a year to be Betty the Bull. How crazy is that? How crazy is that nonsense? Whew. $400,000 a year. Only in America. To borrow the words from Don King. Only in America. Man. But listen, let me take a quick break. Let me get the warden off to CrossFit. When I come back, we will get to the top of the morning topics. We don't have that many, but we'll get to them. And then we're going to talk about some stuff. Talk about some NBA playoffs, the Bulls, as we prepare for Leicester at 10 o'clock. Excuse me, my man Lester Wilfong Jr. What the heck? That's a little crazy. Where did that go? There it is. Why can't I get... Doesn't make any sense. Fudge crackers. I'm having an issue with... I can't scroll up on my... All right, we'll get it taken care of. Listen, keep it locked right here, folks. We got top of the morning topics on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere. Be back in a few. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Operator 901, where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so...
know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
From the eye, Swift, cut back, hops, into the end zone, touchdown, Chicago.
Because what happens when you start to have success running the football in one direction? Well, that defense is...
First and 10 from the 44. Williams, quick toss, lands up in the arms of DJ Moore. And Moore breaking tackles inside the 20 and down to the 18. Manungai to the end zone, and there's his first NFL touchdown. Off the 40-yard line, Williams with time, looking, finds Burden over the middle, inside the Saints 40, and down.
React and respond, where if you make him sit in the pocket, sometimes he'll overthink some things.
Swift able to get free, cuts it back, and an ankle tackle.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Chicago Bears. The Bears. So, guys, let's get it cracking, baby. You know how we do the first segment of every show.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning
to you. Rick, you're a fool, my man. I dress up as a taco for $400K a year, FGB. That's hilarious. Hey, me too, bro. Me too. Oh, Jesus, that's awesome. The first top of the morning topic. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Let's get it crack-a-lacking, baby. The Bulls. Only the Bulls. Only the Bulls. Damn, why? Steve-O, I'm not able, for some reason, they're not letting me access my. Oh, here we go, all the way at the bottom. Here we go, the Bulls. Tonight, the Bulls open the season at home as they welcome the Detroit Pistons, at the United Center. Tip-offs at 7 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sportsnet or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. The shirt you see now is the new City Edition uniform for the Bulls this year. I don't think I like it. I get it. You got the sky blue and red for the Chicago flag. I get it. I understand. I don't think I like it. I don't know why. I'm not feeling it. Are you feeling it? Are you guys feeling this? Because I sure as hell am not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Could be. I could be. Could be. But I'm not feeling it. Let's keep it moving. The next top of the morning topic The Blackhawks. Here come the Hawks, the mighty Blackhawks. The Blackhawks travel to Tampa to face the Lightning tomorrow. Puck drop is at 5:45 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on ESPN Plus or listen to it on their flagship station, 7:20 a.m. They're not on Chicago Sports Network. They're on ESPN Plus. Woo! Man, that's crazy. That wind is blowing like a son of a gun. Like a son of a gun out here. Lord have mercy. It is crazy. Cornelius says, I don't either. He don't like it either. That blue is ugly. Rick says, how do the shorts look? You know what, Rick? I have the picture. I'll upload it real quick. I don't know, bro. I just don't. And you know, these are all Nike. So, you know, for the most part, I love all my Nike stuff. But for some reason, I just not feeling the uniforms this year. Just not feeling it. All right. Here we go. See, that's really weird, bro, because it's not allowing me to. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do that. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. All this craziness. It's not allowing me to show. It's not allowing me to scroll up and down. Back here in the media assets. That's freaking crazy. So I have to delete some of the things in here so we can continue to get. Why they're not? I have no idea. That's so bothersome.
How much for an order of ribs?
$2.50.
$2.50. Let me get one.
Right on. One order ribs.
No. One rib. I sure am hungry.
Make that one rib to go. One rib?
That's how it looks. Here you go. Oh, you can't really see it. Matas is sitting down. He's got a new tat. You see that? A new tat on his arm. He got a fresh tat. Look at Matas. Matas Buzelis. You love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. So, I'm excited about the season starting. I really am. It's going to be. I love basketball. And it's so fun because I played basketball fourth grade on. Started playing basketball in fourth grade. And it was dope. Fell in love with the game. Michael got drafted a few years after I started playing. And the rest, as they say, is history. Yeah, Shorty, I'm using StreamYard. It's my internet acts crazy sometimes. Rick says, after seeing his shorts, I don't mind it. I like the stars on the side of the jersey, FGB. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I don't know. It just seems too much of like a Miami Vice, like a Miami thing. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of a Miami vibe. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's go to the next top of the morning topic. Where's this one? Thank you. Next top of the morning topic. The Bears travel to Baltimore to face the Ravens on Sunday. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on CBS 2. Or listen to it on their flagship station, AM 1000. That's ESPN 1000. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be an interesting matchup. We're going to talk about it. I'm fired up to talk about it with my man Lester Wilfong Jr. at 10 o'clock. Because it's a big game. It's a real big game. And this could see, here's what, remember last year we were 4-2. Went to Washington, and that's when all that shit happened. Oh, let me take this down. We're 4-2. Go to Washington, and the meltdown happens. We're 4-2. We have a chance to redirect and go a different course from the way last year went. Will do, Shorty. It's a tip. If you're using Wi-Fi, reset your router before each show. I will. I'll do that. Cornelius. So I'm still waiting on Caleb to get his deep ball better. He has to put more air under his deep ball. Even Rattler's deep ball look better. Yeah. Rick says, now that you said that Miami shit, I hate him. FGB. That's funny, dude. That's funny. But I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot that, again, the most important thing, Steve and I were talking before the show, Lamar's health. So we got to look and see, is Lamar playing? Because they had a practice on Monday. They're coming off a bye, and Lamar did not practice. Without Lamar, since Lamar's been out with the hamstring, they've scored one touchdown in the last 22 drives. I think if he's still hurting now, yeah. If he's still hurting now, he's got to get better as the week goes on. I don't know how well he's going to be. Do you want to put an 80% Lamar Jackson out there who's probably going to have to run a little bit? If he runs and he retweaks that hamstring, he could be out longer. So if he's having an issue with it now, because today's the injury report has to come out today. They have to put out an injury report today. If he's on there and they know he's hurt, just sit him another week. Sit him another week. Get him to 90+%. Because that's part of his game. That's part of Baltimore's offense. And if he can't do it, and he's in a position where he's going to hurt himself, if I were Baltimore, I'd be like, I'm not trying to lose this dude for the whole year because now we got the backup who can't win a God-blessed game. If I were Baltimore, I'd take one extra week. As a Bear fan, I hope he takes one extra week. And you can sit there and say, well, I want to beat him at full strength. No. If I can play a team without their best player, because remember, we're still growing. We're not at the Philadelphia Eagles level. We're not at the Chiefs level where if we were there, I'm like, no, I want him to play. I want to stack as many wins as possible because you know what comes with wins? Confidence. That's what comes with winning. Confidence. That's what I need. And as I told you before, no one gave a damn that Jaquan Brisker was out for us. No one gave a damn that Jalen Johnson is out for us. No one gave a damn that Terrell Smith is out for us. No one gave a damn that TJ Edwards, our leading tackler, was out. No one cared. So if Lamar's out, oh well, hope he gets better soon. Hope he's able to play next week. Hope so. Because those soft tissue injuries are tough. And you don't realize how much you use your hamstring until you tweak it or pull it. You have no idea how much you use your hamstring. It is insane. First time I tweaked my hamstring, I was in college. I had no idea how much my hamstring was being used in a day. None. But we'll see. Oh, man, Foulmouth C. Chris is in the house. Chris Edgerton, what's up, Papa? Grand Rising, fellas. Still waiting on Caleb to run the ball when nobody is open with open lanes. So am I. Cornelius says if Lamar's coming off a hamstring, he shouldn't be too spry. No, he won't be. He'll probably try and run, and if anyone chases him, that's when he may pull it. And I'm not wishing injury on him at all. I'm saying that's the chance where he can pull it. When someone starts chasing him and he's got to kick it up a notch, because maybe it's a defensive end instead of a defensive tackle. A defensive end might have a little more speed, and Lamar knows he cannot run him, but he's just going to have to turn it up a notch. Go to second gear instead of first. And that shift to second gear might tweak it where he can't play anymore. Shawn said, which is worse, hamstring or groin? I don't know. I would say a groin. Hamstring you can walk. Hamstring you can walk probably gingerly. A groin, you have problems walking with your groin. If you strained your groin or pulled your groin, you have a problem. A big-time problem walking with your groin, with a groin injury. So, yeah. I would say your groin. So Junior, same thing. Junior says your groin. Yeah. Because that's the bottom of your core. Stabilize. Chris, it took our guys, Kyler and TJ, at least 3 weeks or longer to come back from hamstring injuries. You're right. And I hope the same happens for Lamar. You can't just rush him back. You need him the rest of the year. Because there's an old saying, I'd much rather bring a guy off an injury 1 week late than 1 week early. You do not want 1 week early. Nope. That can cost you your season. And as a Ravens fan, their fan base, with them playing so crappy to begin with, I know most of the tickets are probably sold already, so no one cares. You can't say, well, just stop going to the games. Well, it doesn't matter. Tickets are sold. Just the concessions won't be used or won't be patronized as much as they want it to be because there'll be less people. Chris says, I agree, Shawn. No one cared about our guys being out. Nah, no one does. This is the classic example of every man or next man up. Because we are in a situation, yes, Cornelius, with a groin, it's even hard to get out of bed. Yes, it is. Steve-O, I'm wondering why, like, I can't scroll up in the section. Like, I have, only thing, the last row I have is the commercial breaks. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, I think you're right. Good question, Shorty. Shorty says, who do the Ravens play next? It says, let me check out the Ravens schedule. Here we go. Okay, so the Ravens after us, they play the Dolphins on Thursday. Easy win. They're not going to look past them. They go to Miami. On Thursday, the Ravens go to Miami. The following Sunday, the Ravens go to Minnesota. The following Sunday, the Ravens go to Cleveland. Following Sunday, the Ravens welcome the Jets. Following Sunday, the Ravens welcome the Bengals. The Ravens welcome the Steelers. Damn, they got 3 home games. But that's after 3 road games. Damn. That's insane. Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to be overlooking anybody. Shorty, I don't think they're going to be overlooking anyone. I think they need to. They're 1-5. You don't want to go. You don't want to go down 1-6. I mean, 1-5 is bad enough, and you're at home. You're gonna get booed out of the stadium. Chris says the NFL is a no mercy league. Show no mercy. You will not be given any mercy. You won't. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But we're good. I'm liking it. Plus, as I said, if Lamar plays, how efficient is he going to be? So what I'm really interested to see, we're going to ask Lester this in a moment. What I'm really interested to see is how we stop the run. Can we stop King Henry? Can we stop King Henry? Because if we can, we're in a really good position to win. If we can't, play action pass is going to work. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. So, good spot for us. I just think there's far too much good going for us right now. That's a good call, Rick. If he blitzes, you're talking about Lamar Jackson. If he blitzes, make him work. Or make him work that hamstring. Yeah, make him get out of the pocket. And you collapse the pocket, all of a sudden you come down and you're there. Oh, man, you'd be surprised. Because for those of you who don't know, hamstrings are your brakes. You're running. To slow down, you squat. You come down, you drop your hips, which puts all the pressure on your a lot of pressure on your hamstrings. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Chris. Move is that. Get him off the spot. Get him moving. He can throw a lot of interceptions too that way. Cool. Listen. Let's take another break. And on the other side of the break, we're going to welcome Wester. What is wrong with me today? We're gonna welcome Lester Wilfong Jr. back to Shawn Sierra Sports. We have a lot of Bears to talk. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here, Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings. I have my dogs. They're the best. I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books. I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball. Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Oh, I don't even know what happened. Welcome back to Shawn Sierra Sports.
Everybody in a work zone is someone, somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT. This is.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Welcome back to Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. I don't know what's going on. It's that damn. I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Just be honest. At least I got the rollback. I can scroll down. Jesus Christ. That's nutso. And my guy's gone too. What the fudge crackers? Is it that one thing? The what's that? They call it the I can't think of it. When all electric things go out and act crazy and shit, and I forgot what it's called. Man. I can't think of it. It's more of a woman thing than anything. But anyway, it's a shorty. He says, who? Jackson? Does it matter? You got beat by their backup last time. Yeah, it matters, bro. It's a big difference between Lamar Jackson and anyone else. Levante says, is he playing, though, is a question. We don't know. We don't know. All right, we're going to have to look at the at the the injury report, which comes out today. And we'll find out. Well, we won't even find out for sure. They make the final determination as the week goes on, so we don't know if he's going to play. But we're going to talk to my guy, man. It's good to have him on, as always. I appreciate his time. He's the head man in charge, editor-in-chief over there at Windy City Gridiron. Been rocking with us for years, and I love having him on. You can find him on Twitter at WiltFongJR. That's Wilt Fong Jr. Guys, just welcome back to Shawn Sierra Sports. My man, Lester Wilt Fong Jr. Lester, what's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing good. What's going on? What happened over there? Did someone drop an EMP bomb on y'all?
Dude, I have no idea what the hell's going on with this technology. Dude, I was like, man. And I was like, it's like that, not the Chase Meridian. It was, what's that when I forgot what happens, but if the electricity goes off, they're like, oh, it's the such and such and such and such. I can't think.
Sunspots, whatever it was. Maybe it has something to do with that internet outage earlier this week. They're still trying to recover from that, you know. It's technology, man. Technology it's good, but man.
I was going to say it. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I was going to say polar vortex. Like, no, not the polar vortex. Steve in the background says,
solar vortex.
Steve goes, you got to stop streaming the midget porn. You need the bandwidth.
That will do it. That'll eat it up.
No one told me. No. But listen, great stuff this weekend. All right, our Bears, 4th win in a row. 4-2. Man, if the Cowboys could have held on and beat the Packers? Did they play the Packers?
Yeah.
Who played the Packers?
The Packers and the man, it's all kind of melded into my mind now. But yeah, the Packers, Cardinals.
Yeah, if they could have held on, we'd be in technically second place in the division. Right. It's early. I just wanted to be above Green Bay because
it's always fun.
Yeah. You know, we have this saying, Steve, boom, just like this. Yeah. FGB. we got hats, we got FGB. Talk to me about how confident are you right now? 4-game win streak. Okay. Caleb is still finding his route, his way, but God bless it, that run game looks extremely, extremely dangerous.
You know, this is a fun week if you like X's and O's breakdowns because social media was full of the analysts breaking down the Bears run game. I saw Brian Baldinger doing it. I think Nate Tice had some stuff up there. So, like, if you enjoy the breakdown, Olin Kreutz had a nice breakdown. Jason McKee, former Bears fullback, and of course, Carmel head coach, he had a nice breakdown. A lot of cool breakdowns on social media about breaking down this run game. And yeah, the run game has been key since the bye week, right? I mean, Ben Johnson went in the lab, bye week, self-scout. What do we have to do to make this Bears team better, get us to the next level? And it was let's refocus on this run game. And I think they did a good job there. Look, Drew Dahlman and Joe Tooney and Jonah Jackson on that interior, they've been doing a pretty good job. The edges, have been doing a good job. As bad as Theo Benedict is, he's not the greatest pass blocker. He's a pretty damn good run blocker. So
yeah,
lean into your strengths and let the chips fall where they may.
I'm very happy, and I'm going to pat myself on the back. Everyone was complaining, do we trade for a running back? Do we trade for a running back? And I said, no. This kid, Kyle Monangai, can play. He's a 7th-round draft pick. I'm like, Terrell Davis was a 6th-round draft pick. Shut the hell up. Doesn't matter. I said, this kid led the Big Ten in rushing his junior year, 2nd in the Big Ten in rushing his senior year. This kid can ball. I said, just give him a shot. Well, this kid comes out 81 yards last week, kind of his coming out party. He ran really, really well. How do you feel about this guy? And his pass pro wasn't bad either. And he was great at pass pro.
That's the key,
college.
Right? Yeah.
He used to light people up like Marshall Faulk used to light people up. But talk to me about Kyle Monangai, his breakout game and the confidence that he has after that game.
So coming out of college, you talked about his pass block, right? There was a whole clip being shared on social media just of his pass block reps. So that was something he was known for coming out of Rutgers. And look, the first few weeks, he had a couple bad reps, right? So, of course, what happens? Fans, Monangai sucks, right away, that's what happens. But look, he did it in college. He was able to do it in college. Even as a smaller guy, he plays with good leverage, good technique. he got in a pro game. He has to clean things up, and he did. And his last 2 games, we've seen his usage increase. This last week, of course, really up there. And part of that is because the pass pro really helped him out, and he was able to kind of come in there and do that. So if Ben Johnson and the coaching staff trust him in the pass pro, you have to earn the trust with all young backs. If he can do that, you may see a case now with him and DeAndre Swift can complement each other. The occasional Roschon Johnson, run mixed in there just for the hell of it. But look, I'm like you. I'm not trading for a back, dude. I mean, if a guy was available like for a 7th rounder, a veteran, yeah, maybe that's fine. That's a throwaway pick. That's good. But yeah, I'm not trading nothing significant for a running back, because Ben Johnson's all about the run game. He's all about the O-line. He's all about the scheme. And some of them plays were just beautiful.
The run fits to me. The last 2 weeks have been so much better. All right, coming out of the bye, I'm watching this, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is beautiful. Combo blocks, double team into the next level, and them getting there just as a running back is about to get to that level. Guard, linebacker, guard and center, boom, he breaks off, hits the linebacker. Running back just doesn't even break stride. Those things are a thing of beauty. You love it as a former offensive lineman. I love it as a former running back, and seeing the timing that they have. Can this travel? Can they take this to a Ravens defense that can't stop a freaking bloody nose?
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens are not a good football team right now. Obviously, a lot of it is injuries. They should be getting Roquan back. He said he's playing.
Right.
The Lamar Jackson thing's still up in the air. Look, all the latest buzz from the national people covering the NFL is that Lamar may sit out one more week. And look, I'm fine with that because he's an MVP player. If you can get a win, steal and win on the road in Baltimore, I'm fine with that. So Lamar, take it easy, rest that hamstring, take one more week. This is an NFC game. It don't matter for you guys in a big picture.
No, it's not in your conference. Come on.
Rest it up. Yeah, so I think it's possible. I mean, look, the Ravens are still a very well-coached team. Harbaugh is 13-4 coming out of a bye. It's just ridiculous how good that team is getting ready, after a bye week. So it's going to be a tough game one way or the other, whether Lamar plays or not. But the way the Bears are running the ball, the way that defense is taking the ball away, I can see why they're starting to get a little national love from the pundits out there.
Yeah, and to me, it was great to see. One of my guys says, "King Book of World, why do you want him to play? I hope he don't play."
I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what King will say here, but I'm guessing is you want to beat the best. That's what a lot of fans say.
My response is,
I give a damn.
I just want W.
Yeah.
No one gives a damn that our number one quarterback is out. No one gave a damn that our number one tackler was out. No one gave a damn that, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry. You know what? If you're out and we get to catch you on a weak moment and we whoop that ass, well. So, I'm cool with it. And I agree with you. Lamar, if you're watching, because I'm sure you do, I'm sure you are, take another week off. Yeah. Just don't rush it. Because think of the long term. Think of the big picture. They need you. Yeah. They need you. So I'm confident in this run game. I'm confident that Kyle Wanungai is going to have more confidence going into this week. Let's talk about Caleb. Caleb didn't have a good game. He's still missing receivers. How have you seen his progression to this point? Have you seen it? Is it up and down, erratic for you? Is it steadily? Is it up, kind of like a stock chart goes up, come back down, up? How have you seen his growth this year to this point?
I mean, the key for Caleb was playing better from the pocket, right? That's what he had to do. And I think this year he has been. He had a bad game last week. There's no other way to say it. But a lot of those misses were when he was out of the pocket trying to make a play, right? I think he had like 5 or 6 that he even said that he missed, that it was on him. You know what? That's good. He's the quarterback. Take all the blame. But I think Rome had a couple that he probably could have came down with, there's a few there where you're like, man, if these guys make at some point, make a play for your quarterback, right? And
Thank you.
And we haven't seen that happen all the time, but it was a bad game from him. He talked about it. But look, we've seen him in the past on the run plays make those plays. So I'm not too worried about that. The stuff in the pocket is there. You know, he's working his progressions. And I mean, last year he took a ton of sacks. We all know this, ton of sacks. But he avoided so many sacks last year, right? That part of his game is carried over. He's still avoiding the sacks, right? We talk about those 5 or 6 scrambles. Those were on plays where he probably should have been sacked, but he somehow snuck out of there, trying to keep a play alive. Him and Ben Johnson both talked about knowing when the time is to keep your eyes up and make a play with your arm, or just saying, to hell with it, let's just get these 5 or 6 yards of green grass in front of me. I think when that part of his game comes around, I think it's going to open up things for him. It'll open things up for the offense, make things easier, staying on time instead of getting behind the sticks. You know, 2nd and 5 after a 5-yard scramble is much better than 2nd and 10. So if it's there, just take it.
That's why I love having you on, bro. I said that earlier. Like, dude, just run. My guy Chris in the chat, same thing. He came in saying, when's Caleb going to run when no one's around? He came in saying that. And that's true. Like, come on, man. You got to take what the defense gives you. And if everything is covered and you have to hoof it, get past the first down, get a yard past the first down and slide.
Great athlete. Do it. Run.
Yeah. And he looks like he's picked up a little speed. It looked like he went to a speed trainer. He got a little faster in the offseason. So now you can really get out, get that first down, slide, and live another day, because we know how demoralizing it is for a defense when you have great coverage in the secondary. It's 3rd down and the quarterback runs for a first down. Those are gut punches. Like, shit, we were supposed to get off the field and now we're not.
Yep.
As soon as he starts doing that and realizes how much damage he can do with his feet, it's really going to help his game out a lot. Talk to me about the receivers real quick. Colston Loveland, he's about to be put in the back of a milk carton. Rome, he gets forced the ball all the time. He makes and misses some catches, drops some catches that he should make, and DJ is just being completely ignored. How do you feel about this wide receiving crew and this passing game on Sunday?
Yeah, I think Caleb's just trying his best to play point guard, right? I mean, he realizes he has a lot of mouths to feed. So, he's just trying to go where he needs to go with the ball. I don't think Ben's scheming too many things up specifically for guys. Of course, there's an occasional screen here and there where he's screaming up a touch for a guy, or he's trying to get a touch to DJ on like an end around or something like that. But for the most part, they're just kind of running the offense and kind of seeing what happens and letting everything fall where it may. But yeah, Rome has to come down with some of those. Look, in college, he was great at contested catches. Even as a rookie, he was pretty good at contested catches. Yep. This year, that aspect of his game has not come back with him. So, I mean, that's something I think he has. I think he'll be better at. DJ Moore, look, this guy was in a hospital a week ago, right? He kept him in the hospital overnight for observation, whatever the issue was, something in the groin area. A guy can kind of think, oh, my God, I think I know what that is. So whatever that was, it was painful enough to go to the hospital, but he played and gutted it out. And look, the run blocking, what is it? No block, no rock. I think DJ's run blocking has been better. Rome's been pretty good at that. You talk about Colston Loveland. He was a big part of this running success against.
Yes, he was.
I mean, dude, I saw some stuff on film. I have to write an article about this. So I wrote an article about Loveland's blocking. Just some good stuff. I mean, of course, there was the clip when him turned Granderson and pancaked them, but it wasn't just that. He was doing a lot of stuff on the edge. He was doing a lot of stuff where he would kind of do the push the guy on the outside zone to give his running backs just enough room, and then he would lead up the play. So I think Loveland's going to be just fine. I know a lot of fans, he's not catching the ball and he's not featured as much as Tyler Warren in Indianapolis, so we got the bust. He's a good football player. It's going to pop eventually for Loveland. When it does, fans will be like, oh, okay, that'll do.
Yeah. But what else does Indianapolis have? Who else do they have to throw to? You know what I mean?
What is that?
Alec Bradley. Alec Pierce. I was going to say Alec Bradley. That's my cigar. Alec Pierce, the local kid out of the Hinsdale. Local kid from Chicagoland area.
It's a fun offense, and they're featuring Tyler Warren in a lot of different ways. And it's cool to see Daniel Jones have this resurgence as a quarterback. I always like those comeback stories, but he's being used differently than Loveland is. They kind of bring Loveland along a little slower. Part of it is he missed part of training camp.
He was hurt.
He missed the game with a hip injury. So I have no concerns about Love. That he's a good football player. His blocking has been really nice, and he's an athlete. He'll make plays when it comes down to it.
Chris is, of course, Love can block. He came from Michigan. You don't get on the field without blocking.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly. And there's another guy that I really will talk to me about the potential of this guy. You talk about mouths to feed. Here's another young guy who is extremely talented, and every time he's caught the ball, he's always looking to make a play and get more yards. I'm talking about LB3 himself, Luther Burden III. Talk to me about this guy and how much you how excited you are about him moving on. I mean, progressing and improving this year.
Yeah, they're kind of sprinkling him in here and there, right? I mean, since they got Zacchaeus in free agency, Luther was kind of like a luxury pick, right? It was nice, but at the time, like, man, now we have 4 quality receivers. So I think Luther Burden eventually will be your starter there. But I think as a rookie, they're bringing him along slow. I mean, they're not trying to rush him into anything. Again, some rookies develop at a different pace. Some rookies take a little longer to kind of get where they're no longer thinking out there. They're just reacting. And I think with Luther Burden, maybe they're kind of holding some things back from him because they don't want to give him too much too soon. And I think, again, we talk about missing camp. He missed a lot of training camp as well. He missed a bunch of that with an injury. And I think they're going to bring him along slowly as the year goes on. But like you said, ball in his hands, electric. They're going to find ways to get him more involved in this offense as the year goes on. It's going to be great for the team.
Yeah, I really liked Luther Burden, especially after I saw his backstory on 1920 Football Drive. And, East St. Louis kid. Just I love – and he's got that attitude, Lester. He's got that dog mentality.
Yeah,
that's what I like. Give me 11 people on the same side of the ball with that type of mentality. Yeah. He's looking to score. He's looking like, I know I just caught a 25-yard pass, but that's not enough. I need to score. I need to outrun. I need to outrun you, stiff arm you, whatever. I need a house call. That type of mentality is the one I love. All right, Rome, I don't see that type of mentality, and I think Rome is extremely talented. I just don't think Rome is a dog. I don't feel that he's a dog. He's really talented, but just doesn't have that about him. And that's frustrating with someone who's so talented as Rome. Let's go to the other side of the ball. Our defense. We were crap against the run. All right, we employed very well the Swiss cheese defense for the first couple of games before the bye. Talk to me about what they're doing now. In the last couple of games, they shut them down. Cue up Public Enemy. Shut them down. 44 yards on the ground last week, 120, but the week before. But that's because 51 was from Jaden Daniels. All right, so then you would have held that team to 70 yards. What the hell are they doing now that's stopping people on the run when they couldn't stop a bloody nose?
Yeah, I think coming out of the bye, we talk about how Ben Johnson tweaked some things. I think Dennis Allen did the same thing. Coming out of that bye, he realized that the Commanders were the best rushing team in the NFL. They made an emphasis, right? They want to make sure they stop that. So you saw more single high stuff. You saw more a heavier box, from the Bears. Plus, Kyler Gordon's back. Really good in run support. TJ Edwards is back. A very good, inside linebacker. So I think getting a couple guys back really helped that run defense. I think guys are just getting more comfortable in the scheme. But I think the big key is they're just playing smarter up front. I think it's just knowing you got a better Kyler Gordon, TJ Edwards back behind you. I think you have more confidence up in front. So I think it's just all kind of translating to the defense. And look, Dennis Allen's a very good defensive play caller. He has been his entire career. He just had to kind of work through some injuries early. And now we're kind of seeing that happen. I mean, look, it's not like Andrew Billings all of a sudden got bad at stop and run. That's what he's known for. Gervon Dexter's been pretty good at stopping and run in his career. So Montez Sweat and Deo Odengbo, they're pretty good edge setters there. It just wasn't clicking early. But now with your guys back, with Dennis Allen realizing what he has, I think that's, they're not going to keep holding teams to 44 yards rushing the whole year, but they're going to be much better than they showed earlier.
Yeah, they are, and I really love it. And let's not forget the switch of T.J. Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds. That's Tremaine Edmonds, who's a lot more athletic, have him play the will. So now you're out in coverage. You're dealing with running backs. You're dealing with tight ends. And we saw how many times was the will linebacker eating. Just think of Lance Briggs, and he was playing with a Hall of Fame Urlacher, and Lance Briggs was eating. So in this type of defense, it was a great move to get to make that switch. But the most important thing, the biggest surprise, is the secondary. Talk to me about this squad, and I had my guest on Monday talk about it as well. But in your eyes, how the hell are they doing this, dude? They lead the NFL in takeaways, okay? And they're doing this with no pass rush, Lester. What the fudge crackers? You got no freaking pass rush. And granted, they had 4 sacks on Sunday, but to that point, up to that game, there really wasn't a pass rush, and they're still picking footballs off. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not looking to gift horse in the mouth. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing a lot smarter on their back. And I think a big key to this whole defensive secondary is Kevin Byard, right? The veteran back there. Of course, he leads the league in picks with 4. Could have had 5 if his guy didn't bump into him there. But I think he's just really smart on the back end. And we're seeing with Brisker playing, they're playing Brisker a little bit more closer to the line of scrimmage. And Byard's really kind of doing his thing back there and kind of really leading this secondary. And look, Nahshon Wright, I wasn't expecting much from him. When the Bears picked him up, he was kind of a throwaway signing. I think he signed for the league minimum, a former practice squad guy. And then all of a sudden in camp, he just kind of clicked with Dennis Allen's scheme, right? He was getting starter reps when Jalen Johnson was out. He's still in there as your starting guy. And, he's had an up and down season, but that's the position, right? If you're a cornerback, you're not going to have, unless you're on Revis Island out there or Jalen Johnson. Most corners have struggled, but I think if the guy like Nahshon Wright, he's playing pretty good football. Again, I think another big key is just Kyler Gordon back, getting him back, man. I mean, he does so much for that defense. We saw him blitz off the edge. He can do a lot of things, and he can kind of set up Dennis Allen, kind of move him around that defense. And you don't know what he's going to do. Is he in the slot because he's coming off the edge? Is he in the slot because he's going to pick up your tight end? Is he in the slot because he's going to pick up your wide receiver 3? Just a lot of different things you can do. And then the rest of the guys are playing pretty good football. And then Tyreek Stevens, we got to talk about him. He went out with an injury, but, man, this guy is playing the best football of his professional life right now.
Yeah.
And I think, the Bears need him back because, with Jalen Johnson out, it's really going to hurt the secondary moving forward. But if Tyreek's playing at a high level, Nahshon Wright's playing pretty good, Kyler Gordon back, and then, of course, the safeties are right there. Again, it gives you confidence to play games up front. If you trust the little stuff in the back end, now you can do more stunts. You can show more guys up front. You can try and run some zone blitz, which you've seen Dennis Allen do. So health helps, but also just getting better in tune with Dennis Allen's scheme.
The sack by Kyler Gordon was a thing of beauty. He came up and he was kind of pushed past the quarterback, which is what you do. And I was saying it the other day, I said, if that was a lineman or a big linebacker, it would have taken him a couple steps because all that momentum would have put he was shoved. Kyler Gordon got pushed. He chopped it up and was able to redirect quickly and just jumped on him. I was like, dude, that was awesome. Just
like a backpack on him, right?
Yeah, literally. Fighting became. I thought that was awesome. And to me, that's one, because remember, Dennis Allen called him out by name in his opening press conference. Dennis Allen called him out by name and said, I can't wait to work with this guy because he is a weapon. And he'd been hurt. And now he's back. And now Dennis Allen's like like a villain. He's got to have a laugh. He's got to have a cat.
Yeah.
And because there's all the ways he can use Kyler Gordon because of those you mentioned it. He's in a slot. Is he coming? What's he doing? Because you have to account for him. Because he's a slot corner, and if your guys are lined up close, if it's a tight slot, he might come and mess up your whole play as opposed to going out in coverage. And I think that's the great part about it. He's got a weapon, Dennis Allen does, and he's utilizing it. He's just scratching the surface of it because Kyler Gordon is that type of dude, which is why he got paid.
I mean, plus this last game when they had all those injuries, he was playing outside corner, which is something he can do. And you talk about the versatility. He played a little safety in camp and stuff. Dennis Allen had to move back there. So they want to move him around this defense, kind of like the Honey Badger did back in the day with the Saints, a little bit of Dennis Allen. So similar skill set because you trust Kyler Gordon to do a lot of things.
That is right. I forgot about the Honey Badger and Dennis Allen. Dude, great stuff as always, Lester. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor, though, before you go, let everybody know where they can find you and your work online.
You can catch me. Anything I write goes at windycitygridiron.com. All my audio and video stuff is at secondcitygridiron.com.
Dude, great stuff, my man. I appreciate it. Bear down. And we're looking for another Bears win this week.
Sounds good. We'll talk.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk soon. Guys, that's Lester Wilfong from Windy City Gridiron, taking time out of his day. Come talk to us. And I love talking to Lester. Lester's that dude. We met some years ago, and it was cool. We clicked. We met the last year they were in Bourbonnais. 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Last year they were in Bourbonnais, and we had a great meeting. I met a lot of the guys from Windy City Gridiron. Some guys had flown in. Remember they used to have Robert Schmitz. He used to work for them. He was from Texas. He flew in for that. Snyder. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't think of his. Where's Schneider? Schneider. I just had it. Can't believe I can't think of his name. Sarah Stewart or something. I can't believe I can't. Anyway. EJ Snyder. There you go. Met him over there. So a lot of cool. All those guys at Windy City. Great stuff. And he mentioned something, and that was a beautiful alley-oop. He mentioned something about a lot of the breakdowns this week. And people do breakdowns, all right? It's one of the things I was trying to do. We're trying to get that together, get it up and running. Because people do a breakdown, and I don't know. Like, people don't know what people's backgrounds are. It's because you go look at it on Twitter, they might not give you their whole professional background. There's people who watch film and don't know what the hell they're watching. Like, there's people who've played the game who've never played the game, but tell you what's wrong and right about what people who are playing the game are doing. Came across this one clip. It's a run play. It's a counter play from the game. And the guy who's narrating it works for The Athletic. Got tons of followers. And I'm watching, I listen to him like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're saying shit. You know what it is? It's like window dressing. He's saying a lot of good stuff. And if you didn't know any better, you'd be like, wow, this guy, okay, he really knows how to break down film. It's interesting. He talks about, we'll see it in a second. DeAndre Swift, it's a counterplay. Guy's in motion. And then the tight end's in motion to the left to the right and comes back. The guard pulls, kicks out. The tight end leads up. He makes a comment and says, here's where DeAndre Swift's vision is shaky or questionable. So there's a hole there. If you hit it, he just needs to hit it with speed. But if you watch the play out, you see DeAndre Swift. See, there's a linebacker stacked behind the guy that Cole Kmet's blocking. Cole Kmet's coming across. Remember the guard. Jonah Jackson kicks out the defensive end. Cole Kmet leads up. He blocks the linebacker, and he sees another guy behind Cole Kmet on the block. Had he gone straight, that guy has the separation, the space to come down into the hole, make the play for a 3-yard gain. But what DeAndre Swift does, he sees him, goes in and then bounces it out, runs past the guy, for like 10, 15 yards. And this is what I'm saying. Like, people like that who don't understand, he's like, well, he should have hit that straight. Like, no, he shouldn't have. And he even says on this clip that I'm going to show you, even though on this play he had a good run. Well, of course, it's a good run, so that he shouldn't have run the way you thought. Like, my question, this is why I ask, like, have you played the game? Because you're telling us, because yes, obviously when you see a hole, you go through the hole, right? Yeah, but there's someone behind that guy getting blocked who is coming into the hole, which is why when DeAndre Swift bounces out, the guy can't get to him because the guy was filling the hole. The vision. Watch DeAndre Swift's vision. Okay, watch his vision as he comes across. He comes behind Jonah Jackson, Cole Kmet, who's blocking a guy, and the linebacker behind him, and watch his head see the guy, fake like he's going inside, and bounce out. Watch this.
I love how the Bears and Ben Johnson set up this run concept. They're going to be in 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, but they're going to start out in a shotgun spread formation before shifting under center and both tight ends attaching to the line of scrimmage. You can see Caleb Williams in the center pointing to the mic like they're going to run outside zone to the right. And then they add that illusion by motioning Colston Loveland over to the right, because when they typically do this, they are running outside zone with 2 tight ends, doubling the edge player towards the right. But when they snap the ball, they're actually going to run counter towards the left. The guard pulls. Kmet is coming over to the left to lead up into the hole. And there's a really nice hole right up in the A-gap. And this is where DeAndre Swift's vision gets a little bit dicey. He's been doing a better job with his vision and finding those inside lanes, but he just doesn't have great spatial awareness. You could tell he's trying to set up that block for Kmet, but when you see that kind of space just hit it, he doesn't do it. He still gets really good yardage because the play was really well blocked, but you want to see him just hit that open space with some speed.
No, you don't. No, you don't. So the guy's saying he should hit that. When you see him noticing the guy, the free linebacker behind the guy Cole Kmet's blocking. That's phenomenal vision. That is great vision. And he's saying, well, his vision is... and this is why you can't listen. You have to be leery of who you listen to. Because he saw the guy, the free runner, about to go into the hole, bounces it out because he knows that guy's going to take the hole. He's going to fill the hole, fill that gap. And it just bothers me when people like that, and he's like, well, his vision is shady. His vision is his vision's perfect on that play, and he sets up the guy perfectly. This is why they talk about foot. It's 90% mental, the other half physical. He saw where the linebacker was going to go, where he was, and he knew where he had to get to. So he made it look like he's going to where the linebacker had to be. And that was a power scheme. That wasn't a gap. That wasn't a zone blocking scheme. So it's frustrating when I see these things. I'm like, dude, then these guys got like tens of thousands of followers. I'm like, but he's not telling you the right information. He's pointing out the mic to make it look like they're running that way. No, he's pointing out the mic because it lets everybody know who they have to block on the line. Everything is based off the mic. It wasn't, and I get it. He said that he wanted to make it look like a zone blocking scheme because they have done that, motion and go to the right with that. But that's part of Ben Johnson's offense, if you recall. Ben Johnson have the same things look different and different things look the same. So that was different, but it looked the same. It looked similar to a zone blocking scheme, but it was a power blocking scheme. It wasn't a zone. So they're thinking that, and here comes Ben with the rope-a-dope. Beware of the hand when it's coming from the left. I ain't tripping. Just watch a step. Can't trust it. On my Public Enemy people. I'll leave a comment saying, shut your silly ass up. But I saw that, I'm like, come on, man. Like, people don't, like, has you played the game? And I can tell he probably hasn't played the game because of his analysis, because of his explanation. And it's like, no, as a running back, one of the reasons I was so successful as a running back, I was taught the mental part of the game. I told you, it's 90% mental, the other half is physical. When you know where defenders have to be, or their tendencies, you make your decisions off of that. You make your decisions off of that. He knew that guy had to fill that gap because that hole was there, and the guy in front of him was getting blocked by Cole Kmet. So he knew he had to get to that gap. So he set him up as if he's going to that gap, and when he bounces out, the guy can't get there because he's too far in the hole. No, did he? To get back. But this guy's criticizing him, saying he should have just hit the hole straight. No, he shouldn't have. No, he shouldn't have. That was a beautiful play by the running back, and he gets around him, gets in, and stacks him, and goes the other way and gets it about 10, 12 yards. Just frustrating when I see things like that. And if no one mentions it, everyone's like, oh, look at this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Oh, man, yeah, he works for the Athletic. He knows what he's talking about. He don't know shit. Because I showed you, look at DeAndre Swift. He sees him. He sees the linebacker. Got you. I know where you're supposed to go. I know where you're going. So I'm not going to be there. Whoop. Bounces it out. Nails on a chalkboard. Nails on a chalkboard. Nails on a chalkboard. Nails on a chalkboard. Hey, listen. We had talked, and I told you I was going to share some news with you today, and at the release it on social media on Friday. I got bumped back, unfortunately, so I'll let you guys know on Friday. Okay, and then I'll let everybody else know next Monday. I'll give you guys it'll be a couple of days prior. You're going to love it. I'm telling you. Thanks to this government shutdown, having some issues with some stuff. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait. I told Steve-O, he was like, holy cow, that is dope. I told my guy Junior, because Junior's I told you, I've known Junior for 27, 28 years. He was like, holy shit, that's dope. It's dope. Black Diamond says, Shawn, I don't believe 8 misses Sunday. I do. It's not a conference game. Okay, because remember how they do it? They determine record. First of all, you're 1-5. Okay. My thing is, when you're not healthy, you're going to put him back out there. What if a D-end's chasing him? Much faster than a D lineman or a linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds chases him. And you got to kick it up another notch. You know, what about that? He's got to kick it up a notch. And oh man, he retweaks it. Now they're going to keep him. Now it's going to be even worse. I hope not. I hope that's how it goes, Black Diamond. I'm not sure. And I understand he's a competitor. He wants to play. But Rick, yes, you are right. The Samoan brothers of Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright have been great these last 2 weeks in the run game. FGB, they've been really, really good. Chris, where you at this weekend, bro, for the Bears game? It's 1 or 2 places. I'm even watching at local cantina because they have some great birria tacos. If you want to meet me out there, I'm telling you, the birria tacos are awesome. Or I might go to Output and have my steak and eggs. So I haven't decided yet. Chris, I'll text you. I'll let you know. I'll let you know either way. If he does, we need to dominate. Or if he does sit out, hell yeah, we need to dominate. Because now you can put 12 people in the box. Derrick Henry, you will not beat us. You will not beat us. So I'm happy with the momentum that we have. I'm happy with the confidence that we're gaining. I'm happy with Kyle Monangai. He talked to the press yesterday, talked to the media yesterday saying, Eric Bieniemy says, when you get the ball, just give me 4.5. Just give me 4.5. That's all I need from you. Every time you get the ball, give me 4.5. And he's damn it if he's not doing his best to give you 4.5 every time. He had 6.7 on Sunday. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm burping like a burper. Oh, mercy. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly. $6.2. DeAndre Swift, 6.5. Kyle Monangai, 6.2. Okay. Let's hope King Henry continues his butterfingers. Yes, I hope so. Let's make a point. Dennis Allen has to do a better job of making it a point that these defenders punch the ball out. If you watch the Detroit game on Monday night, you saw a couple times. Man, they are really, really, really into the peanut punch. And I love it. I mean, I hate it because they're going to do it against us, but I love it because it's great, great football. If I can't get you down, there's one thing I can do is I can try and knock that ball out. I can punch it out. So I'd like to see Dennis Allen do a little more, emphasize that a little more. Emphasize that a little more because I really want to see them do that. I want to see our secondary, first guy secure the tackle, second guy come in and punch it out. Chris, Roshan Johnson, 1 carry, 11 yards, 11-yard average. 1 carry for 11 yards. DJ, 1 carry for 9 yards. He had a 9-yard average. Caleb Williams, 4 carries for -2 yards. And Luther Burden, 1 carry for -1 yard. That threw the average off because we averaged 5.6. But this is a game the Bears should win. And I'll tell you, even if Lamar Jackson plays, there's still a chance he's not going to be 100%. Is he going to be able to run? He'll be able to run, but is he going to pull that hamstring? If he can pull that hamstring, you know what that's going to do to that team? There's going to be a lot of people who don't want him to play, who think he should take an extra week. And mid-game, yeah, that's going to hurt. Rick says, how bad is it that our 7th-round pick is our best player from the Poles draft last year? Poles last draft. I really think Caleb does not like throwing to his tight ends, FGB. in theory, yes, your 7th round pick should not be your best player in your draft class. Should not be. But this is not this. Remember me telling you. Remember me telling you guys. He's not a 7th round talent. He's not a 7th round talent. He's a 7th round draft pick. He's not a 7th round talent. He's a 3rd round, late 2nd to 3rd round talent. But this running back class was so deep that he fell. He got pushed back. And the one thing he does not have, he doesn't have breakaway speed. Okay? He does not have breakaway speed. Now, he can train in the offseason to get faster. We saw David Montgomery do that here. And I want to see him do that here. I don't ever think he's going to be a 4.3 guy. But you can get to the high 4.4s, which means you might not be able to break a 60-yarder or an 80-yarder, but you can break a 45, 50-yard touchdown run. I love having this young man as our backup running back. Because now they're giving him time, they're giving him carries. They got comfortable with him. They trust him in pass pro. He's small, but God bless it, that sucker is powerful. Stoning guys up the middle. As I was telling Lester, the run fits we have are so much better on that, just on that play alone, the one that we showed you. Showed you one more time. Look at the run fits. Look at the kick out. Look at Cole Kmet getting up in there. Look at the guard. The guard who blocks down. Tackle kicks out. I'm sorry, the guard blocks down. The right guard comes and kicks out. Cole Kmet leads up the middle. There's a hat on a hat. And when there's a free guy as a running back, you're responsible for that free man. And guess what? DeAndre Swift handled that free man. Let's watch it one more time.
I love how the Bears and Ben Johnson set up this run concept. They're going to be in 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, but they're going to start out in a shotgun spread formation before shifting under center and both tight ends attaching to the line of scrimmage. You can see Caleb Williams in the center pointing to the mic like they're going to run outside zone to the right. And then they add that illusion by motioning Colston Loveland over to the right, because when they typically do this, they are running outside zone with 2 tight ends, doubling the edge player towards the right. But when they snap the ball, they're actually going to run counter towards the left. The guard pulls. Kmet is coming over to the left to lead up into the hole. And there's a really nice hole right up in the A-gap. And this is where DeAndre Swift's vision gets a little bit dicey. He's been doing a better job with his vision and finding those inside lanes, but he just doesn't have great spatial awareness. You could tell he's trying to set up that block for Kmet, but when you see that kind of space just hit it, he doesn't do it. He still gets really good yardage because the play was really well blocked, but you want to see him just hit that open space with some speed.
Again, that clip courtesy of Ted Nguyen from at FB_film analysis. You see yes, that's what I call him. He's Ascendenti without speed. Rick says if you get high and watch the game, Calvin Unguy is pretty damn fast. FGB. That's awesome. Chris said the question no one's asking is whether Santos will be back or will we have Moody. Just something to put in your brains. Well, if Santos is back, he's the kicker. And here's the conundrum that the Bears are in. The Bears might have to, not might have to, the Bears might choose to keep 2 kickers on the 53-man roster. They might choose to do that. Because they don't want to lose Moody. Because if Santos gets hurt again, you got a guy. I mean, Moody has done phenomenal. Moody just made himself a lot of money and extended his NFL career. Hats off to you, young man. Hats off to you. It didn't work out in one place. You got a second chance, and you took it and ran with it. And now the team that you got the second chance with, who has a kicker coming back, they might keep you. You know how much you impress the team? How crazy that is? Do you understand how crazy that is? That you did so well after you were cast away in San Francisco. You did so well in your second team that they're going to keep you as a second kicker on the 53-man roster. Right, he can only be called up 3 times. They can call him up one more time. Yeah, he can be called up one more time. Rick says, if Stevenson can't go, does Gordon play on the outside FGB? I believe he does. I believe he does because he did so last week. Junior says, look at the Giants cut their kicker. They will grab Moody in a heartbeat. Oh, my goodness, the Giants. So their kicker. So, we have our smoke fellas. The smoke fellas have a show on Saturday. And Kevin is a big-time Giants fan. So I sent in the group text that we have, I sent the whole group text this Adam Schefter update from yesterday. It says Giants officially released Jude McAtamney, 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 who became the only kicker in the last 40 years to miss 2 extra points, neither of which were blocked, in a game. His team lost by 1 point. So he missed those 2. And so, yeah, the Giants would be all over him like stink on shit. Also, Moody has a bigger leg than Santos. Yes. However, Santos is money from inside, from 45 in. He's money. He is money. So now the Bears are in a conundrum. How do we do this? Do we keep the guy with the bigger leg and younger? Or do we keep the veteran who's money from 45 in? From 50 out, now we have some issues. He can make it, but his trajectory is a little lower because he's not as strong. Mr. Shorty says Santos is 33, Moody is 25. How much longer can Santos play? Shit, about another 6-8 years. Kickers like quarterback. You can play in the late 30s, and if you're real good, into your early 40s. He can play another 5 years. He'll be 38. He can play another 5 years. Santos can. Kickers play a long game. I'm telling you, and that's why if Santos gets cut, he'll get a job in a heartbeat too. King Booker says, shit, I think Vanderjack was like 63 when he finally retired. Yeah, he was. So we're in a good spot, and I like what we have. I like where we're going. I want to switch gears a little bit. I want to talk about this one thing yesterday. Michael Jordan is back in basketball. Thank God. He sat down with Mike Tirico because he's going to be doing stuff on NBC. And I'm all for this. Give me everything, as much shit of Michael Jordan as you can. Because we don't see him. We don't see him. It's a fucking crime that he is not an ambassador for the Bulls. It is a crime. He's the reason they built the new madhouse on Madison, the United Center. That's the reason. That dude right there. His relationship, I would assume, seems to be strained with the management. Because remember, Reinsdorf said, the most famous quote, don't make me regret signing you for $30 million. When he came back in 95, 96, 94, 95, he was still under contract for 95, 495, 95, 96. So 95, 96, so 96, 97, excuse me. He signed a 1-year, $30 million deal, a $30 million deal. He did that for 96, 97, 97, 98. So 2 years he did it. But the first year, Jerry said, don't make me regret it. Regret it? He just gave you 4 championships and you're saying, don't make me regret it? Michael was taken aback by that. He was salty. They had remember they had the reunion for the 72-10 team. Michael sent a video. Why? Something's not right. His relationship with the organization is strained, in my opinion. We need Michael. Michael, and all of us who watched him play, we know it. Let's peep some of this.
Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot?
I haven't picked up a ball in years.
No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place. Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot?
I haven't picked up a ball in years.
No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place.
You don't see a hoop anywhere around here, right?
I don't. But
seriously,
the last time you picked up a basketball and shot it?
I was at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
And I rented a house from the owner.
Sure.
He came over to do pictures. He had grandkids. And I was meet and greet and thank him for allowing me to stay in the house. And he had a basketball court. He says, I want you to shoot 1 free throw. I said, really? Now, I already paid for the house. It's not like they got to see me. So when I stepped up to shoot the free throw, it's the most nervous I've been in years.
Stop it.
In years.
Stop it. Come on.
And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago.
Right.
So their expectation is 30 years prior, and I haven't touched the basketball.
I hope you swished it.
Absolutely. I got the most gratifying that made my whole week is that I was able to please that kid, not knowing if I could.
Oh, man, those clips courtesy of NBC. Dude, everything he said, I hung on every word. Everything he said. We need more of that. We need him in the NBA. I'm glad to have him back in the NBA. Why is he not back with the Bulls? They had the 95-96 team. He wasn't there. What? Why? Michael Jordan belongs in the NBA somehow, and he belongs in Chicago. Imagine Michael being an ambassador. Come on, man. Come on, man. Imagine him being an ambassador like Scotty and Tony Kukoc. See, you're not playing it right, Reinsdorf. Like if he was an ambassador, think of how much more money you can get. Like if you needed money, you're getting investors. You want something, have Michael be there. Motherfuckers will open up the checkbook at a heartbeat. And fans, we would love it. We want to see him. We don't want to see a damn video tribute. We don't want to see a recorded tape from him. We don't want to see him with Mike Tirico. We want to see him at the United Center. We want to see him walking through the bowels of the United Center, the concourse. We want to see him in a press box up there. in the house, Michael Jordan. You put the camera on him. He waves. We go even freaking nuts. In the United Center and at home. It's the house that Mike built. He built that damn house. Come back to Chicago. It's not like you can't afford a beautiful condo downtown. Not like you can't do that. But their relationship is strained, I'm telling you. Michael left. He was pissed when he told him, don't make me regret this. But damn it. For all of us who grew up in that era and watched him play, there would be nothing better than have him around. And for me, I met him all the time because I was an Andy Frayne usher. They got to do better. And here's the crazy part. There's no bowl games. There's no Bulls games on NBC this year. Well, I just wanted to say that. And that, man. Shawn, Mike doesn't need the money or the attention. It's nothing like setting your own schedule. Yeah, bro, but you ought to understand, Mike's out of the limelight. And all this LeBron shit, just to be around the fans and the people that loved you, the people that adored you. Even if it's just for one season. Man, it's not about the money. He's pretty well off financially. He's pretty successful. That deal with Nike set him up pretty well. Man. Listen, 2 hours is coming and going. I want to thank my man Lester Wilfong Jr. coming on. Great stuff. I appreciate it, Lester. Thank you very much. Listen, guys, I will do my damnedest. I hope I don't have to push it back. I'll do my damnedest to make that announcement on Friday. I'm fired up. I wish I could tell you now. I really wanted to, but I'll try to make it, get it done, get what I need done, despite the obstacles by Friday. And if I can do it, I will definitely announce it, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go pick up the warden from CrossFit. You guys have a phenomenal day. Let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow is promised to no one. Right? Like me and Chris just saying, what am I doing for the Bears game? Talk to your people. Meet them up. Go to their house. Have them come to your house. Go to a sports bar. Catch up with your people during Bears games. You can still do it. All right, guys. For everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and I am out.
Come on, race the race. Get back.